Last video we saw how to set up Maven in our IntelliJ IDE. In this we will look at how to install Maven globally in your machine. So let's start by searching Maven install. So if you just search Maven install in Google, you will have the Maven install page. So it says actually if you go to Maven, Apache Maven homepage, Apache is a foundation and Maven is a project of which is part of Apache foundation. And if you go to the homepage, in the use you can see all the information about where to download, how to start with it, then how to get started, tutorial, all those stuff. So to start, let's go to download. So if you go to download, you can download the libraries, the binaries required. It comes in 2 different packages. So these are the ones you have to get. This is the source if you want to see the source code, but we don't need that now. You want to download Maven to your machine globally, you need to either get this tar file or the zip file. Okay, once you download that into your local, you can go to the use, and in the use, in the 5-minute start, it tells you about some basics. It tells you how to install. So it's saying like Maven is a Java tool, so you must have Java installed first. So as we saw in one of the last videos, we had to install Java JDK in your machine, and once it's installed, then you are ready to install Maven. And once Maven is installed, if you type in this command in your command prompt or in your terminal, you can see the Maven version and all the information like this. It means that your Maven is ready, your Java is ready, and you are in this particular OS. And once that is installed, if you don't have an IDE like IntelliJ or Eclipse, you can even use Maven command, this command, to create a project, and will create a project in this format with sources in main and all the test files in test. We saw in the last video that if you want to run a test using JUnit test using Maven, by default, the default path is supposed to be test. You have to put your test inside the test folder, not in the main folder but in the test folder. That's what we saw here. We have the main and we have the actual code here, but the test was written inside test and inside Java. All we did was run the test lifecycle, and it runs the test and give you the report. It's saying like it is passed, and it gives you a very basic report. It doesn't have much, some XML that you can use to create a report, and also a text report. That is a very basic minimum. That's not what we want. So that's not enough. It is basic, it's not enough. But and also in this page you can see a default basic poem that you can use as a reference if you need. It shows you the dependencies of JUnit library and what version of Java you have. It's 1.7 in their example. In ours it was 16, Java JDK 16. And then if you come down, it will say you like how to build the project, and also see like how to run the project in a different way, and how to compile, how to configure if it's a different version of Java, then how to run a report. You can run this command Maven site will run a report, create a report for you. That is a basic thing. So let's go and see a bit more about the steps that the website gives you. So once you go to this install, it will tell you how to install it a bit more deep. He's saying like should have a Java JDK installed and should have Java home, should be in the Java path, in the machine path. This we saw in the first installation video. If you forgot or if you need again to do it, you can go back and see that video. And then once you can have the zip file, if it's the zip file that you download, you can use this command from the command prompt or terminal, unzip that file, and it will unzip it into the folder that you want. Same thing here with tar xvazvf command, it will unzip into that folder you want. And once you have it, you have to inside this folder, once it's unzipped, you will have the bin file. You have to copy till the bin file and put it in your path. So once it's set in your path, if you type in the command men minus, it will give you this information, it means that it's installed. If you're doing Windows with JDK, home is already set. If you type in this command, it will give you the path of Java JDK. You just making sure like you have the prerequisites first before installing Maven, and then yeah, you have to add the path, and once it's done, you have to add the path to the path variable, the Maven path variable. Again, the same thing, you should have Java home, and if you are using a Linux or Mac, you can type in this command. So mine is a Mac, so I can show you here. So in whatever path you are in, you are in the same path. Just type in this command echo Java home. If your Java home is already set, you will get the path as a prerequisite. If you wanna put if you have the so once its Maven is installed, you run this command to set the path to the path variable. And now that is how you do it for Windows. I don't have a Windows machine handy now, as I said last time. I'll create a parallel video for Windows installation if you need, but basically I would say like you can just follow the steps and you should be able to install it in Windows very easily. For Mac users, there is this tool called Homebrew, which is much easier to install with. So Homebrew is a package manager. You just search Homebrew, go to the home page, and you can just copy this line. This line installs Homebrew in your machine, the package manager. So if you want to just install it, all you have to do is paste whatever command you copied from this page, and this actually installs Homebrew in your machine. You can just type in your machine password. I'm not doing it now because I already have Homebrew installed. It will take a bit time if you're installing for the first time. It needs to bring down all the repositories and stuff. Once the Homebrew is installed, the command is brew. So you can just type in, if you want to install Maven, you can type in brew install Maven. It will install latest version of Maven. It will download the repository, latest version of Maven. Also, it will set the path for you. You don't have to do anything explicitly to set Maven path if you're installing with Homebrew. Okay, I already have Homebrew, so it will just give me some message saying like it's updated and it's already there or something. Yeah, it's saying like warning Maven is already there. If you want to reinstall, so basically if I want to remove it and reinstall, it's saying I can run this command brew reinstall Maven, but I don't need to do it because I already have it. So since my Maven is installed, I can just type in Maven minus version and it will give me the version of Maven saying it's Maven. This is a path to Maven home. So seller is the repository management tool inside Homebrew. So it installed it inside this path, and it's saying what is the Maven version, Java version, because Maven uses Java, and the path of and some details about my OS. So that's it. Maven is ready. So I'm in this folder. I'm in the folder of the this project, Maven Basics. So it's in idea projects, Maven Basics. So I can run. So now since I have installed Maven globally, I can run it. Run Maven Clean. You will see like all this folder get deleted. Yep. And now Maven test. You should run the test inside this file. So if you see over here the steps, it's getting the resources, copy, filter resources, it's compiling the code, it's testing, it's getting the testing resources inside this path. This path is here, and it's creating the report, and it's using Maven Surefire. It's using Maven compiler plugin to compile the test code, using Maven Surefire to put the reports. So internally inside Maven, it's using all these plugins: Maven resource plugin, Maven compiler plugin, Maven resource plugin again for test resources, and compiler again to compile the test, Maven Surefire plugin to create the report and put it in the report folder. So it created the report. Something you have to refresh it. You can see the basic report, XML report, and the text report. But yeah, that's how you basically install Maven in Mac, and the instructions how to do it in Windows. Yeah, that's it. We will stop this video here. So that's how you install Maven and set up your path and machine for running Maven anywhere from inside your machine. The same with Windows. Here you use terminal, in Windows you use command prompt, and this helps because in the project, so for example, when you have a CI continuous integration server, you can just put your project inside the server, and you can create a job which will just run this command Maven Clean test, and it will generate you it will run the project and generate the report for you. So it's very easy to run. You don't have to open the IDE, you don't have to type in the command, all this. Just use Maven commands or one line and it do the whole thing for you. That's the beauty of using a build and management tool, dependency management tool like Maven. In the next video, we will see how to create a Maven project and generate a very good report. Here you can see the report is just XML and text, but in a good project, in a good repository, and a good framework, you need a good report that you can show to your management or your team leads or your developers, what kind of report, what kind of test you had run, what kind of results came out, and how many tests passed, how many tests failed, how many tests skipped. So let's see in the next video how to do that. Thank you.